All right, thanks, guys. Happy Friday morning to you. We improved to 6-1 straight up in our last 7 Underdog tier package picks on patreon.com/Brock page yesterday. And that's good for 86% during that short span. And of course, that's a website that I operate that gives you premium daily sports picks beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We're also 9-2 straight up in our last 11 plays in that same category. Good for 82% during that stretch as well. And we'll get to talking a little bit more about that in just a second. But before we go ahead and move on, let's take a look at some Belarusian Vysshaya Premier League action. We're going to start with Slavia Mozyr taking on Torpedo BelAZ Zhodino in an 8 a.m. Eastern start time. Mozyr's the plus money favorite at plus $1.60 and the total at 2.5. The draw is plus $1.95, and if you like Torpedo in a slight upset, they're plus 170 on the money line. And speaking of Torpedo, they're coming fresh off an impressive 5-2 performance over FC Minsk in their last outing. Matter of fact, Torpedo hasn't lost a game in their last 4. Including a solid 2-0 shutout victory over energetic BGU during that span. Torpedo's 4-2-1 record on the season is good for 14 total points in Vysshaya Liga. They're also currently in third place, just 2 points out of first. Torpedo's given up just 4 total goals on the season, ranking third in the entire division in that category. Now Slavia on the other side, they've dropped 2 out of their last 3 themselves, including an embarrassing 2-0 shutout loss to Bate Borisov in Belarus Cup play. Slavia has actually been victorious in just 1 out of their last 5, including losses to the likes of FC Minsk and Izlak during that span. Slavia has given up 12 total goals thus far in league play, which puts them 14th out of the 16-team league in that ranking. Now, total-wise, Slavia's last outing did get well over the total of 2.5 goals. Matter of fact, 3 out of Slavia's last 4 got over that number as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, Torpedo's coming fresh off a 5-goal performance in their last outing themselves. Might not be too bad of a spot here for over-bettors. Give me Torpedo BelAZ Zhodino plus 170 and the over 2.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's Belarusian soccer action.